Hello? 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 Uh, oh, thank you for checking in, Ripco, and thank you for checking in, Gren. Hello, hello. I had my pen in my hand, and now I can't find it. Where did my pen go? Hello? Oh, you just got back from your the crawfish boil? I thought you shared those pictures on Discord, and it looked so good. I'm jealous. I hope everyone else is having a good weekend. I haven't done anything exciting yet. I've just kind of been like setting up. I've been just setting up stuff. And now I can't find my pen. I spent all this time setting up and I can't find my pen. Oh, you're stuffed. Hold on. We then played cornhole, and afterwards I was so tired I decided it was time for me to come home. Oh, that's fun. That sounds like you had like a really fun outing. I'm guessing it's pretty warm where you are. Like that sounds like it's it's all summertimey activity. Though I guess it's pretty warm everywhere now. It feels like we kind of skipped spring. I don't know if anyone like is experiencing an actual springtime. Forgot you stream earlier. Yeah, I on weekends I try to start just a bit earlier, or else I feel like my day is I just end up waiting too long. I'm sorry. I would like to draw, but I have no idea where my tablet pen went. Oh, I found it. I found it. My desk is a mess right now. The weather was nice. It wasn't raining like it has. Oh, it's been. I don't think it was raining a bit last week, but not this week. Okay, so I don't know what we're doing. I just picked a pose from like making a 3D model, and I figured we'll just doodle. We'll just do a little doodle. A doodle, and yeah. My apple. I am really bad with like my technology. Like I lose things so often. I usually to find my phone, I like say hey Siri. No, okay, sorry. I said that and my phone activated. Yeah, I lose things all the time. I'm pretty like forgetful. I try to keep things where they normally should be in order to avoid this problem. But I'm still bad at it. When I was a kid, I would lose my things all the time. And it was really bad. And my mom would get really upset at me because she would think I don't care about my things if I'm losing them all the time. But it's not that I don't care. It's just more like I literally just pick things up and then put them down, and my brain says, you don't need that information anymore. It was rough growing up. When we went to Japan together when I was young, I remember I left my DS, I think it was. I left it right on a train station. And I was so heartbroken. But then we went back and nobody took the DS. It was actually still there. That would definitely not have happened anywhere else except Japan. And I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, my DS, it's just sitting here. See, Mom, it's okay. And my mom was still pissed. She was still not happy that I left the DS on the train station. But, you know, at least it wasn't taken. There are things that I've lost that I still haven't. I have no idea where they could be. I'm pretty sure they're in my house somewhere. But I have no idea. I have not seen them in forever. There's like, the other day I was thinking of some clothing that I used to wear, and I don't know where it went. Like, there was like a really cute shirt I loved to wear in undergrad, and I was like, where did that shirt even go? I just feel like I wanted to, like, I was looking at pictures of myself, and I was like, I don't even know where this went like, did I lose it? Did I throw it away or something? I don't think I threw it away. It's good to hear that the crawfish was seasoned well. And there's even technology I think I have. I feel like there's just no way I don't, like, I have no idea where my old DS's, DSi, DS, I don't know where they are either. There's like a black hole in my apartment, I think. Hi, Zeno. Hi. I saw the drawing you posted. I really liked the rendering technique you had there. Okay, I really like using these Clip Studio models, but I fear their necks are too thick for me. Even if that's like, even if they're anatomically correct, I feel like the necks are a little too thick, and I don't like how it looks. Anatomically correct, but it's not cute. It's not very cute. I think you can download models that are not these base models. Because I don't, let me see, can you shrink the neck? Get me out of, I don't want to draw on the model. Oh, okay, I don't think you can. I don't think you can. But yeah, I think you can like make your own, like you can download other people's models, because I know people, I've seen like bigger models. I guess it would be like, might be a little awkward if you could just shrink the pieces, because then the other parts might like look funky, look a little funky. Anyway, I don't know what we're drawing. I picked a cute looking pose. So yesterday I really wanted to stream, but it was so hot and I had to pull out my AC finally from the storage room. You can upload models you create from Blender into Clip Studio. I think you can too. I'm pretty sure I've seen people do that. I'm still like trying to figure out the best way I want to draw on these models. I know some people draw directly on it, and I think that's helpful for certain things. But I think I've come to like just really like sketching over on top. Will adipose tissue lesson happen at some point? Yeah, but it's gonna be a bit delayed, unfortunately, because next weekend I'm not gonna be here. And I don't really want to do those streams unless they're on the Fridays. Just because I want to keep it consistent with my Science Friday. So it's probably, unfortunately, this adipose lesson's not going to be until like 2 weeks from now, which is sad. I'm so sad. I pulled out the AC, and because it's a portable AC, and if you've ever like used one of those. They're really loud. Louder than like the box fans. The box, not box fans, box ACs. And it was like, it was so loud whenever I would talk. It's not the AC didn't have a problem with, the sound wasn't bad when I was silent, but whenever I talked, it just sounded like there was this loud car engine vrooming right next to me. And I think I got rid of most of it. It's not on right now because it's a lot cooler today. But I had to learn how to do some audio engineering to EQ out the loud burr noises. The loud burrs were in the low frequency, and luckily my voice is in the higher frequency, so like I got rid of a lot of that noise. But it's still really hard. I can see why audio engineers get paid the big dollars. That stuff is complicated. I felt like an idiot sitting in my room going test, 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 test as I'm like tinkering around with my knobs and slides. Also, my ears, I don't think are trained enough. I feel like they're not trained enough to hear like if it sounds good or not. I'm not a professional. So next time I turn on the AC, I'm gonna see if it sounds good. But today is no AC. It's a lot cooler. It cooled down like significantly. I'm a professional nerd. I wish I was a professional nerd. I don't think I can say I'm a professional nerd yet until like someone starts paying me the big money to be a professional nerd. It's like a hobby nerd right now. Fake nerd, even. I think if I draw the eye, like, okay, what I've learned is you should draw the eyes on the model. Or maybe not. It's not like I'm rotating it. I'm always so bad at like trying to figure out how big or little I want the eyes to look. They never look right. They just never end up looking that good. That's why I'm trying to work more on these, using these 3D models when I draw. I want to get more comfortable with like putting the face on it. Anyway, since I wasn't streaming yesterday, I spent time doing other things. Like after I finished the EQing work. I've been practicing a lot. This goes the same with audio. I've been trying to practice a lot with like singing. Because I want to do a karaoke stream in the future. And man, I really suck still. I really suck at singing. But I do want to do a karaoke stream. Yeah, the Nico karaoke stream. We'll have it eventually. But right now it's too embarrassing right now to do it. But it's gonna be bad. Like, no matter what, it's gonna be bad. I really want to take vocal lessons, but it's kind of hard to find like good vocal lessons when you're a super beginner and an adult. Every vocal lesson that I've looked for on like in real life, it's like for beginners, ages 7 through 12, and I'm like, I cannot be in a room of 7 to 12-year-old girls at my age singing really badly. I just really want to learn music in general. I think that would be something I want to do on stream, is like trying to learn music together. Poorly. Learning music poorly together. Aren't you the same height as them though? Yeah, I guess they might be taller than me. I wouldn't be surprised if a 12-year-old girl on average might be a little taller than me. I am okay, as a bacteria, I'm incredibly tiny. Incredibly tiny bacteria. And then when I am full formed, when I am put all together in humanoid form, as you are seeing, I'm like 4'10", so it's pretty tiny. What's the bacteria drawing today? I don't know. Probably myself. Probably myself, so I can use it in a schedule. When you can't commission artists, or more like when you can't afford to keep commissioning artists, you have to keep up and draw yourself a whole lot. Is what I've learned in my my 2 months of VTubing. I'm 5'5", and my younger sister went taller than me. It's like, yeah, I mean, some people, they like grow real fast, real fast, and I'm like, when my younger sister went through like puberty, and like pretty early, I was like, oh my gosh, she's already taller than me. She just grew right past me. I'm like obsessing over it being too perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's just a sketch even. I have been in the vicinity of like younger people, and I get mistaken for being like really like young, because I am too tiny. I am like the size of the gaggle of young girls. It doesn't help. I think like I sound pretty young. I look young. I am short. There's nothing really giving it away that I am I am like twice their age. They look at my ID card and go, "Oh, it's a 1 and a 9. Oh. Oh. It's not even a 2-0. Oh." The microbe is like micrometers big. I am teeny tiny. Yeah, I feel like as a guy, it's like, if you have a beard can help with not being perceived as so young. My beard is magnificent. How many micrometers? Like maybe 0.2. I think that's the size of like a typical bacteria. Sorry, I'm like looking for a reference. Okay. I feel maybe that's what I need to do. I need to like grow a beard to let them know I'm an adult. That looks funky. That looks a little funky. Then again, I have shampoo. Oh, you do like the whole like you have the whole routine. I always think it's kind of funny how how much you can do to take care of it. But then I also realize like it is hair, so you probably should do all of that. And it's pretty easy, I think, to see when someone doesn't take care of their beard. Like the people with like a really scraggly beard. And then I need to trim my beard. It's getting about that time again. It's the time to take care of personal hygiene time. It's getting to that time I need like a hair trim. I need to like find a... I need to find a new hair salon person. Yeah, it's not like head hair, so you can be all yeah. I also need to restock on my like hair care routine stuff. I used all the last of my hair mask the other day. I just have my dad trim my beard because he does such a good job, and I'm too lazy, so I get him to do it, and he also does it for himself. Ah, it's so nice to be able to just ask family, hey, do this for me. Do this for me, family guys. Family guy. Family guy. I used to like always ask my mom to cut my hair because I would be too nervous and scared and shy and like a baby to go to a salon. And she was pretty good at it. I still get pretty shy and nervous when I go to a salon. But it's not as bad nowadays. But I feel like it's a lot. It feels so scary when you go to a new place for the first time, and I'm just like, I have no idea what to expect. What if you want to talk to me so like what if they talk to me and they hate me, and then I don't know. But then it's like, well, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna cut your hair? They're just gonna cut your hair. I went to a different... I keep, like, jumping salons because, I don't know. I think it's kind of... I'd say I'm anxious, but then it's also kind of fun to see what others, like, stylists can do. And so I went to a different one, like, a few months ago. And I went to one, it was, like, a Japanese guy. And I went there because I was like, oh, I speak Japanese. I can, like, I'll be able to, like, communicate with him in his native language. And it's gonna be an interesting, like, it'll be a ideal experience. And then, like, I, like, entered the salon and I went, like, konnichiwa. And then he went, konnichiwa. And then we, like, exchanged, like, Japanese greetings. And then he didn't talk to me, like, a single time. And I was like, ah. I thought we were gonna talk more, and then I didn't want to be the awkward one to like start talking to him. So I just sat in silence, and then I felt like it was too awkward to go back, so I didn't go back. The person who cuts my hair also cuts my mom's hair. Funnily enough, it weren't. I mean, I don't know. It's because there's oh, that's cool that she was able to give you those resources. These eyes are all the way fricked up right now, but that's okay. It's just a sketch. I'm just trying to sketch how I want the things to look. And then afterwards, I went to another salon that was really, it was just convenient to go to it because it was close by. That's also another thing. Because I live in a big city, there's just so many different options. Sometimes you just want to go to something that's close by, and then other times, like, it's like, what if I do go to this super expensive salon that's like out of my way? Just for fun. Just to see what a nice like haircut feels like. To treat myself. And I'll tell you, usually the expensive haircuts, this is for women at least, they're usually worth it, which is so unfortunate. They actually make your hair look so nice. Like, it was like the most like dang moment when I think I had a haircut that costed quite a bit. Not like incredibly expensive, but like a bit more than my like usual. And like women's haircuts are already kind of expensive. Like, to just get my usual at like a not very fancy place, it can already be like $100 or something just to get like a trim, like trim my hair and get my bangs trimmed and all that. It ends up like, when you like double that price, it's unfortunate how good the hair ends up looking. The problem is the hair, at least for me, it never ends up looking that good for that long. You have to do so much to maintain your hair. Like, you get out of the salon and your hair is all fluffy and fuzzy and like all full, and it never stays like that. And because they tell me like, oh, you're supposed to air, like, blow dry it and then use these special oils and hair care and heat treat it. And I just like, so much work every single day. I don't mind doing it if I'm going out, but I get told you're supposed to even do that when you're like inside. It's too much. Maybe I'm just too lazy. Yeah, I think these are maybe exclusively long, like women's hair problems. Actually, probably not just women's hair. Like, if you have I'm sure there's guys out there who have high maintenance hair. I try to have my hair as low maintenance as possible. Just because I know myself. Since that's the floor, I should be mindful that it will drape down. Okay. Speaking of hair, like, appointments, it reminds me I have so many, like, little appointments I need to do. I have to, like, go to my dentist soon, too. Man, like, maintenance is so, like, human maintenance takes so much time. All this stuff, like, adds up so much over the course of, like, a year. At least, like, the dentist has not been as bad for me as of late, though. I think it helps that my dentist is really close by, and I, like, just take a little walk to go to him. There was a time I used to be super scared of the dentist, but not because of any particular reason for the dentist. I was just scared because I don't know. I was just like, what if they judge my mouth? I think I just have anxiety over getting judged based on how I feel about sitting in the hair salon sometimes. I'm just like, they're gonna judge me. They're gonna judge my mouth. They're gonna judge my hair. But then it's never actually that bad when, you know, you go in. I need to also get, like, I have to do a wisdom tooth removal sometime this year. I forgot. That was one thing I need to put my schedule. Not like not my stream schedule, but I have to like find a time to do that. Whenever I do that, I won't be able to stream for a bit, I don't think. I probably won't be able to talk. Last time I did it, my mouth was like unopenable for like a week. I would just go mwah, mwah, mwah. Yeah, I mean, I'll put it on the stream schedule of like, I'm not gonna be here. My bacteria's wisdom teeth is getting removed. And yes, we have wisdom teeth. Don't judge us. Stream my wisdom tooth removal. I think last time I got it done, I don't think it even took that long, but they also knocked me out with general anesthesia. It was like the first time I had general anesthesia, at least in like my adult life that I could recall. And it was such a weird experience. I just remember going like, yeah, I'm awake and conscious, and then all of a sudden I woke up and I can't open my mouth. And there's things in my there's things just, you know, there filled up in my mouth. I've got stitches. Oh, you don't have your first bicuspids? Oh, I'm also missing teeth. I was like born without yeah, I was born I can't remember which teeth they are. I also don't think, is it the bicuspids I'm missing? I can't remember. I'm looking it up to like no. I'm missing my incisors. So I only have like my front 2 teeth, and then it goes to canine immediately. Whenever I go to the dentist, they're always like, "Where are your? Oh, you're missing those teeth." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm missing those teeth." It's kind of cute though, cause it's just like my mouth is just, it's just, That's how my teeth look IRL. Oh, you had to have them removed. Ah. Oh yeah, I was just born without them. Yeah, fangirl IRL. Oh, braces in the future. Oh, overcrowded teeth. Yeah, it's crazy. I feel like our jaws aren't great to accommodate for things like that. There's not a whole lot of space in there. Even with those teeth missing, I think my wisdom, they still recommend I should take my wisdom teeth out, like on the top row, but I don't know if I will. I'm only taking the bottom row out for now. This like Nintendo summer playlist makes me want to like go out and to the summertime. It's actually not that summery right now. It's kind of cloudy and gloomy outside. It was a lot more summer yesterday. Most nice mothers have the same issue in the palette. V shape, not U shape. Interesting. I feel like in the future I might need braces, but it would be for like aesthetic purposes, not entirely, not really for medical like reasons. Simply because my teeth are kind of crooked. Okay, now I have like a little sketch, and it's kind of, I think the problem when I do poses with the figures, you can tell they're kind of stiff. They don't really have like the movement, you know? They don't have that flow to it. So I usually, what I like to do is after I do like the rough sketch using the model, I like liquefy things and then kind of re-sketch over it. Thing is more bottom teeth red doesn't affect my. I see. Transform, distort. No, not that one. I don't want to do that. Free transform. No, I keep picking the wrong thing. Peek, me, perspective. I think that's what I want. As long as they're paying for it. It's crazy how expensive dental work is, and it's not really covered by insurance. Or at least, not a lot of procedures are. Or if it is covered, it's like it's very minimally covered. Hydrate the microbe, okay. I have dental insurance, but it almost feels like such a, like, it feels like it's there only in name. It's nothing like medical insurance. It's just there. And they say it'll cover things, but it doesn't really cover much. The head pat's working this time. Thank you for the head pat. know why it like was I don't know why it was broken the other day. I was like, I even spent time trying to figure out what could have happened. And nothing made sense, like nothing indicated why it was not working. Just broken for no reason, I guess. I think it, like I said last time, I think there's a problem with the program when I don't close it and I leave it open. I should stop doing that. Because a lot of the programs, even like VTube Studio and VBridger, they get really unhappy when you leave it open for too long. They get kind of buggy. It's a sign that I need to turn off my PC more often. I am very much a type to kind of like, it's time for bed, and then I'll just get up and leave my everything on. Yeah, technology is weird. It's like science. There's so many times you do a science experiment and you explain to somebody what you're doing, and everyone's like, that shouldn't work, but it does work. It's one of the reasons why there's like a replica problem in biological sciences. Like, it's really hard to repeat what other people do and get it to work and see similar results. I remember in it was my undergrad lab, we were basing a lot of our work off of a previous student, and no matter what I did, that I could never replicate what that student, like, their results. And I didn't, like, it's not nice, you don't want to call them, like, a faker. Like, you don't want to, like, say they're lying, like, they faked everything. That would have been bad, too. It's hard to tell when it's, like, a skill issue, or if it's, like, something nefarious happening. There's, like, a great Reddit thread I remember reading a while ago about, like, different superstitions people believe in, or they do when they have certain experiments. And some of them are like, we don't do these experiments on X days because we know that there's, like, maintenance going on in, like, the air vents, and so we don't want to disturb any of our results with, like, non-quality air potentially. And it's like, none of them are based in fact. But these labs are so determined, like, they do it, they follow it completely to a T, because they've gotten good results doing that. And I've seen funny protocols that include things like that too. There's methodology protocols that say, like, make sure you don't do this when there's any loud noise present. And there's no, like, indication that loud noise will, like, affect anything that's going on. Science is really weird. It's funky, sometimes doesn't even feel very quantitative. the amount of times I would get so, like, I was so over it when I would do, like, molecular biology protocols. Specifically protocols like PCRs. And things that required you to, put together mixes of very, very teeny tiny amounts of liquid. Like, we're talking, like, 1 microliter, and that's when you're supposed to make, like, a master mix. But yeah, like, the quantities you're working with are incredibly, incredibly teeny tiny. And then you have to put them all in the little Eppendorf tube, and then you, like, take what's in that Eppendorf tube and then, like, put them into your plate with a bunch of readings, and yeah. I hated doing PCRs and anything, like, related to teeny tiny quantities of things because my hands are so shaky. And it was really hard for me to remember all of the details. I would lose track of, like, where I'm adding things all the time. And you're supposed to just label things as you go to make sure you're not messing up. But my goodness, was I really bad at it. My goodness. So maybe it was a skill issue that I couldn't do any of these things. Let's make this, like, a little bit of a cleaner sketch now. I feel like my workflow is quite tedious. I would like to speed it up eventually, but I also don't really have much need to speed it up. I'm not doing commissions or anything, so it's not like it's just my own personal schedule. Thank you for the head pat. And I actually got asked. Someone asked, like, "Do you do commissions?" I was like, "No." And then they said, "Oh." And then they unfollowed me. I was like, "Okay, fine. Have it your way then." I can't imagine. I think they wanted a VTuber model commission, and I was like, even if I did do commissions, I don't think I would do a VTuber model commission. I don't want the responsibility of someone's model in my hands. It's like so much. It sounds so stressful to me. Also, because of the fact, I don't think I'm more putting. No, stop doing that. Stop putting me in the autoclave. I don't do anything to you guys. Yeah, to make a V2 model, I feel like I've seen a lot of, like, horror stories. I use horror very loosely, of people talking about how they, like, commissioned a beginner artist and, like, things kind of fell apart because, like, they weren't doing things in the standardized way. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what if that was me? What if I I drew a VTuber model for someone and, like, then they have problems with a rigger because it's not well put together. And I'm like, no, I can't. I don't want that. I don't want that stress on me. Because I think there are some things that I don't like. I'm still bad at, like, how you, like, divvy up coloring for a VTuber model. And also, if I had to rig it, like, if they were also asking me to rig something, I'd be like, oh boy, you don't want a rig from me. My rigs are just me playing around with live 2D. I thought you guys' favorite pastime is, like, giving me head pats and feeding me LB media and being nice to me and kind to me and being respectful. Being kind. I feel like you can't have it both. Hmm. It's okay. I appreciate whatever you want. Whatever, you know. You can head pat me and bonk me and autoclave me and spray ethanol at me. This is less summer and more like cowboy playlist. I don't know about this one playlist. Okay. Was having a mini like breakdown over the eye. I started putting like the little half glove they give you for the tablet, and it really makes it so smooth to slide around. I'm not used to wearing it. It goes wee. It just kind of like my hands just sliding across the tablet screen. But also, it's kind of hot to be wearing this. Like, it's not unbearably hot today, but the like having like an extra layer of cloth on my hand is adding some unnecessary temperature. The head pat. I'm getting so many head pats today. Well, we have an ad break coming up in like 4 minutes. Just a heads up. Forgot I have to like make dinner today. I was thinking like, do I order out today? And it's like, no, it's a make dinner kind of day. I actually have the food defrosted in my fridge to make. I can create a meal with my own 2 hands today. Kind of amazing. I think I'm gonna make... It's like pork. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the pork yet. I have pork and veggies and rice, and I'll figure something out to do with it. It's not that... It's just so hard to, like, put out the food in the... Put it out, like, in time. Because I find that, like, the foods... Like, the meat's not really defrosted well enough, even if you put it out the night before. Like, it's still kind of semi-cold, like, frozen. You have to put it... You have to, like, prepare, like, 2 days in advance. But then I don't want... Yeah, it's just so annoying. I wish there was like a faster way for the things to defrost without being dangerous. No, that's not good. That's dangerous. That's the dangerous thing. I guess like if you use cold water, it's not so bad. But some people, sometimes if you leave it a little too long, that's like a bacteria fest. How that looks. I don't like it. I think cold water is okay. So I think like home, like I know a lot of people get they put like a lot of like high food safety standards. I don't think usually you're going to get that sick from doing that. I don't think you're allowed to do those kind of things like in a restaurant though. I think. I am no restaurant expert though. But yeah, I'm just thinking like food safety at home is definitely different than like restaurant safety. Yeah, of course. I'm just thinking like sometimes we do things at home that might not be that safe. But probably is not it's not so bad for us. But you probably shouldn't do it like for other people. Maybe I should work on the other eye before I touch the hair. Okay. It's still ad time. You know, thinking of like food safety, I always like think it's crazy how many people out there like to wash their meat. It's kind of wild, like how many people think you need to wash your chicken. I didn't realize like how common that thinking was until like I started seeing online memes about it. I'm like, there's people out there washing their chicken? Like, what? You don't wash your live chickens? Maybe you do wash your live chickens. I don't know about that. I'm hydrating. Yeah, there's like a lot of people who I guess think you need to wash your chicken with like in the sink, like your chicken breasts and chicken thighs. It's not really good for you guys to do that. There's a lot of bacteria on there's a lot of bacteria on a chicken breast or like on meat in general. And then it's not going to come off. It's not going to come off with just hot water. Or I should say like sink hot water. Can I flip this? I should just flip it. I don't use the flipping my canvas like enough. I think it's because it was so annoying to do on Procreate. No. Can I not? I minimized my window accidentally. Oopsie. Can I not flip it because of the... Sure. I don't mind rasterizing it. I need to like put the flip button as a as a quick thing because I keep opening up the menu to do it, but I should like put one of these buttons as like a quick flip. You know, I was watching an artist do like a speed paint, and I was floored when they pulled out a brush that they used just to stamp in their eyes. I was like, what? That's crazy. That's what people are doing. Maybe I'm making art way harder for myself because I don't use these like quick tools. Ad break over. Welcome back. But yeah, they had like I have a lot. I haven't downloaded enough tools. But you know, like there's brushes like you can use here. Like this one is just like a whole rose, which is cool and all. But they were using things like that to stamp in their eyes. Like they had like a stamp. I did hydrate. Thank you for asking. And they had a tool to like stamp and like the heck. They had a tool and then they went like this and then one eye was done. And then they did it again and then they had and then another eye was done. And I was like, "Wow, that's insane." There's some crazy brushes you can use. Thank you for the head pat. Maybe I need to look into that, or maybe that's lazy. I have no idea. But I think like saying it's lazy is like it's pretty like whatever. That's not a great mindset because people would say the same about 3D model. Like using a 3D model for posing might be lazy. I feel like you can just keep pointing fingers at what's lazy. Like there's probably traditional artists who go like digital art is lazy. And maybe they're right. No, I'm kidding. They're not. It's just a different kind of art. I wish I was better at traditional art. I think it's just so expensive. Like I know I just dropped a lot of money for a nice tablet, but then that's like kind of like a one and done purchase. But to get into like I want to like say like get into painting, you have to buy so many different paints. It's kind of insane. I want to say it's inaccessible, but that might just be me being clueless. Because I'm sure there's affordable options that are like decent. Also, I don't really have the space for a traditional studio. Like if I were to pick up like painting, I don't have like a good enough desk to do that. Like where am I supposed to do that? It's not like being like a Renaissance Italian artist and might have a whole studio just dedicated to my arts alone. I barely have like room for this tablet. No. Stop that. Oh my gosh. My like hit detection for like clicking the menu is so bad. This is why I don't play any games where I need to like actually aim. So I can never play an FPS. I just can't. I can't aim. I just keep pushing the wrong menu. I just keep pushing the wrong thing. Flip canvas. Speaking of like video games, I've keep getting recommended like Pokemon Nuzlocke videos, especially like Pokemon like modded Nuzlockes. It makes you really want to play one. But I don't know. I don't think I'm good enough. I don't think I'm good enough to do a lot of these modded videos. But I think it'd be fun to try. Maybe I'll do that on stream one of these days. I think it's because that big Nuzlocke YouTuber, he uploaded a popular video of his Nuzlocke, and now it's like I clicked on it and I watched it and I was impressed, and I was like, wow, that looks really fun. Now I just keep getting recommended more Nuzlocke videos, and I'm like, I want to try that. But I don't want to do... I know the Hololive girls are some playing Emerald right now. I don't really want to do default Emerald because I feel like it's kind of boring. It's kind of easy. I know I could make more rules to make it harder, but... Yeah, you could, like, I could do more to, like, I could do more to make it more difficult. Because I would probably do, like, a hardcore Nuzlocke. I feel like I played Pokemon Emerald so many times now. Nuzlocke stream, yeah, it would be fun to try. I on my phone, I downloaded, which one is it? Pokemon Run and Bun, which is, like, the really hard modded Emerald. And I just keep losing. I think I've only made it to the first gym, like, once now. It's because I'm also... these games are built under the assumption that you're playing with the, like, spreadsheet and calculator open, so you know exactly what to expect. And you should be planning out what you're gonna do next. Which is, like, can be fun to some people. Sometimes, like, I know, like, it gets a lot of flack for being, like, a spreadsheet game. But, you know, I think, like, it's, like, kind of... I always think of it as looking at it like a puzzle. Kind of a puzzle game. Thank you for the head pat. It's just like a puzzle. And so you're looking for the correct solution. And so you just want to get as much information as you can get. So that's why you open up the spreadsheet. But it's more like I haven't been using the spreadsheet because I'm on my phone. I usually have been playing this game when I am, like, winding down for bed. And I'm not going to pull out my spreadsheet. But every time I lose, I get a little bit farther the next time. I think, what was it? The first really hard trainer in that mod is the guy that has the Yan Mega I think, and it just sonic booms you, and, like, you get sonic boomed, and your Pokemon at that stage have, like, 30 health, and then the sonic boom does, like, 20, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's just, like, mowing through every single thing I've got. And then I learned, oh, you're supposed to equip them with orange berries. And then they live, and then they can, like, bring the thing down. Oh. Then I got through that, and I felt, like, really proud of myself. And then I lost, I think, to the next trainer, who has the team that just paralyzes you and then attracts you. And then I learned, oh, you're supposed to equip the cherry berries. It's kind of fun. Like, whoever designed it, they had a good way of, like, kind of, like, teaching you all these, like, trainers they have in the beginning are kind of, like, intros of, like, going, like, yeah, okay, now remember, you can do this. And, oh, you put the orange berries on, but now you have to start, like, you know, you can't just always have the orange berries on. That's not you gotta also sometimes have the status effect berries. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm learning. And then I'm still really bad at, like, understanding which Pokemon are good in that mod, though. Because, you know, it is a Nuzlocke, and it's not like you have much choice. But I can't easily recognize, like, when I should be, like, going, whoa, I hit a high roll. Versus, is this good? And I think there's, like, a Discord you could join, but I also find it's a lot more fun as usual to like figure out the solution on your own. But it might be impossible for me without help. I think this game, the game is really, really hard. It's like basically RNG puzzle. RNG in that you don't have you don't have much choice in what your Pokemon are. But I did notice. It's called Pokemon Run and Bun. It's like a modded emerald, I believe. RUN and BUN. Run and Bun. I think people hail it as like the hardest of the modded Pokemons. There's like a leaderboard of who completed it. I think there's more people who have completed it, but it was a leaderboard of who completed it recorded, and there's only like 50 or 50 something names, or if I remember correctly. It's easy. This is like completed it with a Nuzlocke rules. I'm sure. I don't think it's bad to complete if you don't do it with Nuzlocke rules. Oh, hi Silver. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have sent a message out like through Twitch, I should have posted it as like my Twitch title. My unfortunately, I had a problem with my AC. It was really hot yesterday, and I had to turn on my AC. But then I realized when I turn on my AC, it's really impossible to talk. There was like a loud burr whenever I talked. And thank you for checking in, Silver. Happy Saturday. So I had to cancel stream while I figured out how to stream with the AC like burring in the back. And I would think I was able to fix it, but it's not on yet. I had to the audio, the AC ASMR did not sound that good. It's not that my noise gate was working when I didn't talk, but when I talked, it would just be me with a burr in the background. And I don't think, honestly, it probably would have not been that noticeable to anyone but myself. But that was enough for me to get annoyed and like reschedule. How has my Saturday been? Yeah, I have my weekends off. My Saturday has been good so far. I was just preparing stuff for stream, doing more audio EQing, and now we're just doing a little bit of drawing. I didn't have much idea of what to draw, so I just picked a random pose and we're just doodling myself. And we've just been doodling and yapping, doodling and yapping. No, I am not a professional artist. My full-time job is like science writing. I just do art as a hobby. I write about cancer. Is your research published in scientific journals? I don't do any research nowadays, but I do have things that do get published in scientific journals. You would, if I were to dox myself, you could find me in a big journal. the big journals. Not PhD. Not PhD, just I was going to get my PhD, but I ended up dropping out. I didn't, because I realized I didn't really like the research part of science. I liked the writing part, and I realized I could do that without the PhD. I know, I do. When I was like in the middle of my PhD, I really wanted to get it because I thought like Dr. Nico sounds really good, doesn't it? But alas, it wasn't meant to be. Oh. I think I don't know what it censored. Anyway, yeah, I simply do art as a hobbyist. Oh, I see. Oh, and Nico, hey, and Nico is fine. That's who I am. I'm Nico Plasma Nico. It's okay. There's a lot of different... I might not be a doctor, but I'm a bacteria at least. I know a lot of doctor VTubers. Not many bacteria VTubers, you know? I didn't think you want AC-kun because bacteria likes warmer environments to proliferate. That is true, except I was burning up. It was way too hot. My little petri dish is not very well insulated. So, even though it wasn't that hot outside, I was burning up inside. And, you know, I can't handle the extremes. You know, bacteria, like me, we like to be temperate. We like to be neutral, close to neutral, you know? I don't even like when it's too cold either. I just want to exist in the most mildest temperature there can be. That song playing reminds me, I really want to play Harvest Moon. I guess now it's called Story of Seasons. Maybe when the next Story of Seasons games comes out, we can play that on stream. Can't be too hot like that. Yeah, exactly. But hopefully... Luckily, it cooled down a lot. The temperature has just been so... It's been so inconsistent. It's bugging me. Like, it gets really hot, and then it cools down, and then it gets really hot again. Back it up. Do you draw for others like commissions? I don't. I did draw my own model. I drew my model and I rigged my model. Basically, everything art-wise you see on my stream... No. I don't mind you yapping. I'm always happy to answer any questions. Everything you see art-wise on my stream is something I drew. So, like, this overlay you see... is I made this. The emotes I have, I drew that. The model, I drew it. And then I also rigged the movement myself, too. I'm always happy to answer any questions. For the model, it took me like... I've never drawn a VTuber model before. So I had to, like, look up a lot of guides, and I bought a class to figure out how to do it and rig it. And that took like 2 months or so. Quality appears to be professional. Oh, thank you. It's literally my first model ever. I'm actually in the midst of maybe updating some things. And so but that's not gonna happen for a bit. Because I know if I do that, I'm just gonna keep doing it. But yeah, it's the nice thing about being your own artist is like you can always just update anything you want. What am I drawing right now? I'm just drawing a little picture of myself. I didn't really have much planned today. I was thinking it was either gonna be like sketching a random picture that I can use for social media or working on my chibi model. And I figured I should do a little social media post, self-indulgent picture of myself. When you're a VTuber, you need so much art of yourself. No one tells you how expensive it is. Like every time you see your favorite VTuber and they like have art posted of themselves, sometimes it's like they're either very like they're very like they have a lot of grateful fans who draw them, or they commission a whole lot. And what I've learned is it's mostly people commission a lot of art of themselves is what I've gathered from other VTubers. Sounds a bit narcissistic. Yeah, you know, I know you say JK, but like I feel like this like path, like VTubing path, or even like content creation path is quite you have to have like a level of like narcissism almost to like promote yourself. Are you bilingual? Yeah. I speak Japanese and English. My Japanese speaking skills are a little bit like rusty because I haven't practiced it. I'm a lot better listening to Japanese than I am speaking it right now. But I'm sure if I practiced, like if I had someone to speak with, I would get better. I grew up. Surely you like anime, right? Yes, I do like anime. I do, in fact, like anime. I like anime and video games, and if you name something like nerdy, there's probably a degree of me liking it. Sub or dub? I am a sub person. I've never really been into English dubbed anime. My favorite anime? This is like a really hard choice. I feel like there's so many good things out there. I'm like really thinking hard about it. Hmm. 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 Cause like I feel like I have a problem with like recency, like a recency bias. Can you? Hi, Weetabix. Thank you for checking in, and hello. Can you watch anime without reading subtitles and keep up? Yes, I can. But the problem is, I just like having subtitles. No matter what I'm watching, I think I have a problem like following along without subs. Like no matter what language it is, my auditory like following along skills always seem to not be great when I'm watching media. Samurai Champloo is your favorite? The thing is, there's just like so many things, so many different anime I like for different reasons. Like recently, I like of my most recent favorite anime, it would probably be like Dungeon Meshi is like one of my favorite series of all time, but it's also pretty recent. Like I really love that manga and the anime that came out with it. Like the messaging of it is like so beautiful. And then there's like I really like classics like Evangelion and yeah. Evangelion's also something I really like. I like Free Run a lot. free run's really high up there. Though I know, like, I feel like it's really really good. I really enjoy it. It came out when the Dungeon Meshi anime was airing, and I feel like so many people made like comparisons that were like, because they're both like, you know, fantasy shows, and they're both amazing fantasy shows. They're pretty different. And I feel like a lot of people didn't give Dungeon Meshi a chance. It's such a beautiful, like, the messaging of it is so beautiful. You were turned off midway through? Aw, that's disappointing. I think the ending is one of my favorite manga endings. I also really like, I love like magical girl anime, and I like idol anime. It's just hard for me to like, I would have to sit down and make a list. I don't think I can think of a definitive #1 anime for myself. Just because there's so many different things I like. Yeah, I think it's just like the anime was so beautifully done. You like my old post of showing my old art in here now? Thank you. Oh yeah, that I was actually going through my old art the other day, personally, not on stream. I went through because I realized had an email from the really really old website Photo Bucket, if any of you remember that, saying like your account's going to be deactivated. And I was like, oh, I want my old pictures. And so I went through the process of like getting all the old art I had on my Photo Bucket. And I was like looking through it, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many different things I can like grab from this. I might do another one of those, like redrawing my old art, because there is quite a lot. Yeah, I did. I grew up watching like Sailor Moon and like Precure, Tokyo Mew Mew. I could just keep going though. I also really like Madoka. That I didn't like. I was a bit older when Madoka came out, but Madoka Magica is really really good too. Did you watch Sailor Moon on Netflix? It is on Netflix. I haven't watched the what is it, like the updated, like the Crystal Sailor Moon? I think that's the one on Netflix. Though I don't have a Netflix account anymore, so I can't remember. But there was like the updated series. I think that follows more closely with how the manga is. Thank you for checking in, Curlotus. Oh, I will hydrate. I'm trying to think. I also like when I was younger, and still nowadays, I really like romantic comedy anime. Like Toradora, I really like that. Nozaki-kun. Oh, Fruits Basket. Yeah, I really like the original. The original anime Fruits Basket is like not very good when you think about it in regards to like the original series, like the manga, but it's like good in its own way. But I also like the remake, or not really a remake, but the more closely tied to the original manga Fruits Basket series, that one like that came out recently. I really like that. It was really good. I should make like a list of. Oh, I should. You know, it would be funny to go through my old My Anime list, like from 2010. I probably have a lot of funny things in there. Are you a self-taught artist? Yeah. I don't think I've ever taken any like official art classes. I just looked at other artists and what they do and then copy. There is a time when I wanted to go to art school. When I was like considering what major I wanted to go, like what I want to do as a career, I said, "Oh, maybe I'll go be a like an illustration major or a animation major." This was also, I was on Tumblr at the time, and I think a lot of the people I was surrounded with by are people that were in art school. And so I was like, "Oh, that sounds so fun. I want to be like them." And I decided against it. I think my mom was like, "You know, you're probably not going to make a lot of money there, and it's also really expensive." And she was right. Art school is really expensive. There was like gonna be no financial aid to cover the art school that I wanted to go to, or it was like very, very minimal. I think getting your PhD in well, I never got my PhD, but I did get my master's, and I think I'm doing a lot better than I would have compared to art, especially nowadays. Because my end goal, I really wanted to work in an animation studio. I think that was like something I wanted to do, because a lot of my friends at the time, they were background artists or character designers in different cartoons and shows. And I was like, I want to do something like that. That looks really fun. And I mean, they talked about how fun it was. And nowadays, I don't think any of them have gotten a job in a studio because it's so hard. And also AI is kind of like taking over. And a lot of companies are trying to look into AI to replace them, which sucks. Let's say you got your PhD. We can say I got my PhD. My PhD, but not really. Yeah, I mean, there's also a time I was thinking of like an in-between, which is I wanted to get into medical illustration. Which is like drawing the figures that come in textbooks and papers. But then that was like such a what I learned is you need a really specialized degree for that to get in. And so I thought, I don't really want to do I don't really want to do any of this. Art generally is something you can start as a hobby and improve to a professional level. Microbrowsers can't really do that with. Yeah, that was something I like racked my brain over too, which was like, well, I can like draw. I can draw in my free time. I can draw anytime I want. But to learn science, I kind of need a degree. I really want to do a stream one of these days where we like try to do a medical, like a scientific figure illustration for serious medical illustration of me as a bacteria. Like, you know, the classic diagrams where like it's like opened up in a bit, and then like you see the mitochondria, and then like the little things, and then like the new blah blah blah, something like that. That like takes like a level of like art skills that are like very different than what I do, which is anime girls. You're the nerdiest streamer I've found. Oh, thank you. I often get that. I think it's because I have so many different nerdy interests. I've heard a lot of people say like it's because I've heard you're not the first person to tell me that. I've like been told that by a bunch of people, and I think it's because I like so many things. Like I'll say like I like anime and then video games and K-pop and science and like a whole bunch of different things that all have their own niches of nerds. Breaking a centrifuge as a hobbyist would be a huge setback. Yeah, it's it would be it's so expensive. I've been like debating on like I really want in the future to have lab equipment, quote unquote lab equipment, to try to do fun streams. That would be something I can't justify that cost right now. But in the future it would be really fun. But it's so expensive. You can get secondhand things, I know. However, it's still kind of expensive. I might have to like if I were to do that, I'd probably talk to some people I know to see if they have old things they want to give out. I think it's a good uniqueness. You can cultivate your own niche in here. Oh, thank you. We are cultivating a niche here. We are proliferating slowly but surely. Do you do only digital art? Drawn canvas, paint figurines, water paints? I only do digital art because I'm kind of like broke. Well, I'm not really broke, but it's more like I just don't have the resources for traditional art right now. I drew like sketches on pen and paper, but I don't like. I feel like it's hard for me to justify the cost of buying like canvases and paints, and yeah. I've seen a streamer working on mouse brain slice data on stream before. I think that I've seen a streamer. They were just going through a microscope and looking at different samples they've had from their lab, and they're just talking about it. And I was like, wow, that's so fun. It was just like different cell samples they were looking at. It made me want a microscope real bad. I want to do a microscope stream. You got masters and you be broke. Okay, I'm not really broke. Don't worry, you guys. I am not broke. So, you know, I am doing just fine with my job. I am like very happy I can be like I don't really worry that much about money with my job. But it's just more like I'm being frugal, and like I feel like it's hard for me to say like I'm going to buy a bunch of paints and canvases and do traditional art. I feel like I should start small. Like maybe I should like buy like a Crayola water paints, and then see if I actually like doing traditional art. Because I haven't done it in so long that I might not even like it. And then I don't want to waste a bunch of money, and waste good paint. It appears you already made a big investment in your channel. I try to be very, very minimal. And I know like streaming is just a hobby for me, at least for now. It would be nice if it eventually became something I can like use money off of or get money off of. But for now it's like really just a hobby, and I wouldn't really want to take people's money right now, especially if I'm doing so well in my full-time job. Yeah. The prices are rising. going to, like, I need to be, like, even more frugal. I need to order out less. I need to make more dinner for myself, not order out. You gotta evolve to the bacteria that's contagious and takes over the host's brain. You know, that's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. Maybe it is time to do that. Anyway, we'll slowly proliferate. Unless I was like in dire financial straits, I don't really want to take money from people. And if any money I make on this stream, it's probably just gonna go towards like some kind of charity. Like whenever I get my first paycheck, it's probably gonna go towards like the cancer research foundation that I like. It's gonna be for most of, like, whenever I donate to cancer research, I usually just do it to the American Association for Cancer Research, which just helps distribute funds to any kind of cancer researcher. That kind of stuff is getting more important as of late, as, you know, grant funding is getting worse. And I know that organization, they do a really good job with distribution of their funds. I've gone to their conferences multiple times now, and I'm always impressed. There's so much good research being done, funded by them. All the cuts will impact research. I don't need Alzheimer's research. Yeah, that's also a really good, like, cause. I think it's good for people to figure out a cause that they are, you know, a strong proponent of, and try to figure out how they can support it any way they can, even if it's not just monetarily, just, you know, promote that organization exists. We'll have, like, I want to do in the future a donathon. I've talked about that. But it probably won't be for a bit. Yeah. It got really hot in my room all of a sudden. Like, all of a sudden, it got uncomfortably warm. Subbing is technically donating to the Nico cause. Yeah, yes. If you sub, whenever my first paycheck comes, which it has not because we haven't got to the threshold of a payout, I will post, like, a receipt of my donation because I don't want... I want you guys to see where your money is going. Ready? 50K. I don't want to give out 50. I don't want to give out the VIPs just like that, you know? You gotta be a very, very importante person. That's what a VIP is. And isn't that worth 50K? I actually didn't know, like, it's so hard to figure out the prices for things because I'm not a big like channel point user, and the channels that I do like have a lot of channel points in, I like have millions because they have gambling. It's hard to think about it like when it's a channel that's not, there's no gambling. Probably 100K. I can raise it if I feel like it becomes a problem. Right now, nobody's even redeemed it, so you know. If it starts feeling like there's too many people, if all of a sudden like 3 people drop the 50K at once, then I'll be like, okay, maybe I need to reconsider. But I know some people, they're spending their money on head pats and hydrations. See? There's the hydration. Now your 50 points into the nether. I'm feeling a little peckish, but I think it's because I didn't eat lunch, and we're rolling into 6 p.m. Gaming and art. Do you do other content? It's mostly just gaming and art, and I have Fridays are usually just like science-y discussions where I talk about whatever science-related topic I thought of that week. That's what we were gonna do. We were gonna do that yesterday until the AC incident. I'm thinking of putting in a weekly morning chit-chat stream. But then that would require me to wake up early, which is maybe good for me. I've been bad at waking up in the morning lately. But so I was like thinking of having, if I have like a morning little chit-chat stream, maybe I'll be more like inclined to wake up. Because now I have another reason to wake up that's not just me trying to get up early. Oh, I was looking forward to the science. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hopefully, unfortunately, the science stream is gonna be delayed for a bit because we missed it yesterday. And then we also, I'm not going to be here next Friday. I have bacterial duties elsewhere outside of the petri dish. I might think about moving it to another day. It might not be Friday, depending on what the stream schedule looks like. But the problem is I might be really busy. Next week might be a bit busy for me because of the bacterial duties I have. Is Nico a morning person, or would a morning show be really groggy? It would be really groggy for at least like 20 minutes. And then I would wake up. I'm not a very irritable person. I don't get upset. I am not a morning person though. It just takes me a while to wake up is my big problem. And so I usually end up having a problem where I stay in bed for like 30 minutes and then I just keep staying in bed and staying in bed and then it's like an hour of me staying in bed. So I was thinking like if I had a morning stream scheduled, I would get up. I would have something to do, like some reason to get up. I also like work from home. And so like I wake up obviously on time for work. But I hate waking up just right before work, you know. So I try to wake up a little bit earlier, but it's so hard for me. I just keep hitting snooze over and over. And then I have a problem because I hit snooze. I don't eat breakfast because I just don't have time because I start going into like work immediately. We have an ad break in 5 minutes. I feel like all my life I've been like a snoozer. Like I just like hit the snooze button every single time. Don't you need your morning ad card to be a happy bacterium? I do, but as of lately, just I don't get my nutrients. Maybe that's why, maybe that's why I'm struggling in the morning to do anything because I don't have my nutrients. I need to like. I know everyone says like you should prep something you should just meal prep. I should like meal prep my mediums and agar. It's so like that's also really hard for me. I don't like it being dark. I use smart lights as part of my alarm to wake up. Ah, you know, that's pretty smart. I have such a hard, I don't know. I think if I like went to sleep earlier, it wouldn't be so bad. But I have a hard time going to sleep on time. And it's not because I can't fall asleep. I am one of the easiest people to fall asleep. Like, I can fall asleep instantly. It's just a matter of I don't want to fall asleep. Like, the moment I decide, okay, it's time to sleep, I will go to sleep. I just end up in my bed, like, when it's nighttime, just, like, doing, like, searching just things that were interesting to me that day. Or as of late, I go to my bed, open up Pokemon, my GBA emulator, and start playing Pokemon. And I go, it's time for another run, like another Nuzlocke run. This time, I'm definitely gonna make it farther. And then I don't. And then I'm like, okay, what if I try again? You're reading all those manhwas into late at night. I actually haven't been reading much like manga or anything as of late. I think that's just because of the Pokemon, though. Oh, and then like Uma Musume, which is like the horse idol game, is coming out in the West in June, and that's probably that's gonna be my new nighttime like game that I'm gonna play. Horse Idol Girls. I can't wait. Maybe I can play that on stream. I heard it's on Steam. What kind of gamer are you? There's about to be an ad break, but I can just answer quickly that it's I like JRPGs a lot and strategy games and puzzle games. I don't mind, and I like cozy games too, like, you know, Animal Crossing. I'm pretty okay with any kind of game except FPS games. Any kind of shooting game I'm not a big fan of. Oh, strategy puzzle. I played Blueprints off stream recently, and I really like that. That's like a strategy puzzle-y game. I really enjoyed Blueprints. I was thinking of making it a stream game, but I think I enjoyed it more off stream. I like for a cozy game, I played Fields of Mystria. It's like it's like an indie farming romance simulator, like Stardew Valley-esque, Harvest Moon-esque kind of game. That was fun, though it's early access, so it's still pretty like far from being complete. Though in terms of games, I think most of my time has been with Expedition 33 as of late. I'm like still trying to finish that up. You mentioned Wims, do you play any other gacha games? Ad break happened. I can answer those questions after the ad if you if you missed it. But I don't play a whole lot of gacha games. The latest gacha game I played, aside from Uma Musume, was like what is it? Idol Master. I played the Gakuen Idol Master, which is Japan only. It has not been brought to America. I don't like how that looked. But I really like that, and it's similar to Uma Musume. I'm not a big gacha person to begin with. The last time I was like seriously into a gacha game was Love Live School Idol Festival. And then that closed down. And then I did play Stardew Valley, and I did not play Palia or Coral Island. I have like mixed feelings on Stardew Valley. I think Stardew Valley is really fun. It's really like it's an amazing game. Do not get me wrong. I think I'm a much bigger fan of Harvest Moon and Story of Seasons though. And I know people complain that those games don't have as much, like nearly as much content as Stardew Valley. But I really like them. Maybe it's like a nostalgia thing though. I'm really excited for Grand Bazaar Story of Seasons to come out. Even though I never really got into Grand Bazaar, I like really enjoyed the trailer for it, the remake. Here's what's being advertised on your channel: battery-powered glam care, Panda Express, and Alzheimer dementia drugs. Oh, that's funny. I'm Alzheimer dementia drug approved. don't know, like, I'm always curious, like, how they choose which ads, you know, I'm okay for. Ad break is finishing. Ad is over. Hi. I can answer questions and re-answer the questions again if you guys were stuck in ads. So for gacha games, I don't play a whole lot of gacha games except the last one I've been really into is Gakuen Idol Master, which is like the Japanese Idol Master game. That one's really fun. It's really similar to Uma Musume, but like instead of horse idol girls, it's just school idol girls. And then before that, the last one I was into was Love Live School Idol Festival. I just really like idols, if you couldn't tell. And then I like Stardew Valley. But I think I'm a bigger Harvest Moon Story of Seasons fan. Expedition 33 is really, really fun. It's made by... I didn't know how tiny of a studio that made it. It's only got like... I think they said there's less than 40 people. And I think they made a really impressive game for how little of a studio it is. And it's got so many good reviews. I'm really happy for how much success they've had for their game. If you like JRPGs, it truly is like a homage to like 2000s JRPGs. When I play it, it really feels like Final Fantasy X. Have you seen the game Dinkum? I've heard of it. I haven't seen it though. I don't know much about it. I just know that name. I've seen it talked about, Dinkum. Yeah, it's plays quite a bit like it's quite a bit like Final Fantasy. I love it. I think I have 40 hours in the game so far, and I want to say I've spent like 10 hours of it already just on like side quests and optional bosses. I love optional bosses and side quests. And the optional things are really hard. Well, I've been playing it on expert difficulty. I think the game is a lot easier if you play it not on that. The expert difficulty, I think all it does is make it so you take big damage if you don't dodge and parry. So if you play like on the normal difficulty, you can do that if you just want the turn-based JRPG experience. It's an Oz farming game? Oh, maybe I can check that out. That sounds fun. I think I saw like a Hololive, I think an Indonesian Hololive girl playing it, or like talking about it. That's why I recall that the name. Did you play a lot of Stardew Valley? I don't think I have a whole lot of hours. I think maybe I have less than like 100 hours. For some reason, the game just did not click with me as much as I thought it would. Yeah, I see. I'll check it out off stream to see how it looks. That might be fun to try. Less than 100. You just scratch the surface. Yeah, I know. Everyone always tells me that when I say I only have like a few, like less than 100 hours. Something about it's just like I just don't get why it like doesn't click with me. I even like modded it. Like I have like when I load it, there's like so many mods because I wanted it to look aesthetically nicer. Maybe I'll give it another shot. The Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar is gonna come out, and Yeah, I will try that. Did you try Genshin or Honkai? I'm not really a big fan of those games. They're very beautiful, but they've also like I don't really. I think I have like for Genshin at least. I have like a love-hate relationship with it conceptually because of the fact I really like I really like MMOs, and I think there's no more anime style MMOs, and all these anime style games are just Genshins now. Like they're just like gotcha action games. Like I just want like an MMO like Ragnarok or Mabinogi in modern day, but it's not profitable compared to Genshin, a Genshin style game. That's why I'm really excited for like if you know the MMO Mabinogi, they're getting an Unreal Engine update in the future, and I'm so excited for that because I think that game is so fun and like it has everything I like about it, like everything I like in an MMO, which is like you can do life skills, you can do combat, it's anime style, it's cute, you can dress up your own character. It's just really old looking. My taste in games kind of just range like I don't like most games if I like try it out. Like I'm sure I would like Genshin if I played it. Same with Honkai. Same with like a lot of like the gotcha games. I just like haven't tried it out or given them a fair like shot. A lot of days my time is spent like I play a lot of Are there any games being released in 2025 that you're excited for? Let's see. Well, I mean, the biggest game I was excited for was Expedition 33, and it's like living up to all the hype that it did. I think, I know, I guess there's speculation that Hollow Knight Silk Song is coming out this year. That will also be really fun. I'm really excited. Let's see. I'm trying to think what else is on the schedule. Oh, there's like Story of Seasons, Grand Bazaar. That's like the Harvest Moon remake that's coming out. I'm also excited for Mario Kart on the Switch too. I think a new Rune Factory coming out? I can't remember. I think it is. Are you going to get Switch 2? I will. I will. I'm excited for like the Switch 2 games. Everything they showed so far, I want to play. I just have not. Actually, I did pre-order it. I was like thinking, did I pre-order it? And like, yeah, I do have it pre-ordered. Oh, there's also of a game that recently came out. It's I can't remember the exact title, but 100 Line Academy, 100 Line Defense Academy. It was made by the people. It was made by the people who made Danganronpa. If anyone's familiar with that, I heard really good things about that game. The people who made Expedition 33 basically like recommended it as well. So I was like, oh, I can't wait for that. Oh wow! Thank you for the raid, Mom. The Caterpillars are here. Oh, thank you guys. Hello. Thank you, guys. I hope you guys had a good stream. What are you guys up to, Caterpillars? We're just here drawing. chilling and drawing. Yeah, MMOs do take a whole lot of work, or like time. They're not very like friendly. They're not very friendly for your time when you're an adult. Pokemon Sword bug only playthrough. Oh, that sounds fun. We were just talking about Pokemon like just a bit ago. I was thinking of doing like a Pokemon Nuzlocke soon in the future. But a bug only run, those are fun. Mono type. Are you guys doing? Are you guys winning? I don't remember a lot about Pokemon Sword and Shield. I did play through it, but I don't remember a lot. I mean, I guess it's a modern Pokemon game, so it's probably not too bad difficulty-wise for a mono-type run. Do you like Solosis? I do. I love Solosis. I'm trying to draw it from memory. Hold on. He's just like a little... It's just like a little guy, right? He goes... Bleh. Haven't beaten the first gym. I was hunting Joltik for 2 hours or so. Wait, he has like a... It's like it has a dimple, right? Like a butt on its head. I can't... I want to do a Pokemon drawing from memory stream because I'm really bad. I know what they look like. I'm sure you guys are going to overcome like the Pokemon's your playthrough. Oh right, it has a diamond shaped mouth. Yeah, you're right. It goes like wait. Something like that. And then like that. I'm trying to remember what Joltik looks like. I know it's like it's the fuzzy, it's really tiny. Okay, I'm really bad at drawing Pokemon, guys. I know what they look like. I'm a real Pokemon fan. Don't think I'm fake. I can't. I talked about this before on my stream, and I don't have like it's blank when I'm thinking about like images in my brain. They don't show up. So I'm trying really hard to think about what a Pokemon feels like. Yeah, aphantasia. My brain is a blank when I am thinking. So it makes drawing a bit hard. But we do our best. When I like think of something in my brain, it's about like feeling it, you know? So like for like the classic apple example, I have to go like, do I know like what does an apple feel like? Oh, thank you. Wow, thank you for the Raid Vault battery. Hello. I hope you guys had a good time in your stream. Oh, thank you, Caledonia. Hello. Thank you. Was doing 3D modeling got to work. Oh, 3D modeling, how fun. That's something I've always wanted to do. 3D modeling is like the extent I've gotten with 3D modeling is doing the donut. The donut tutorial. If you guys have ever opened up YouTube and they tell you how to make a donut. Aphantasia is good for drawing. You don't rely on memories, yeah. But sometimes I'm like, how does this hand look? I can't remember like how a hand looks. And so like I end up having to take a lot of pictures. Like I have my own reference pictures just to know like is this how it's supposed to look? No, yes. Yes, no. Mm. Is Nico a gram positive or gram negative? Oh, well, it's a good question. I'm actually gram negative, as you can tell, because I'm pink. Because, gram negative bacteria stain pink. I don't want to go to work. Can I just say I got infected and I'm sick? Okay, yeah. I'm not a doctor, but I can write you a doctor's note. Ripco got sick. Sick. There you go. Send this to your work. I'm bad at drawing though. Right now I'm doing the strat. Trust the reference my artist made and don't ask questions. Well, that's not a bad like start. I feel as if, you just do what you can. Yeah. I don't have a signature yet. Like, it's something I've been thinking of. I need to think of a cute idol signature. I can't show you guys yet. Hold on. We'll get there eventually. That's generally a really good skill that a lot of artists are from visual and don't do reference much, which isn't great for anatomy. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of artists, they like kind of go through vibes. And they vibe art. You got Nicoplasmosis, yeah. Just tell them that's what you got, okay? When you go to QuichCon, people are gonna ask. I know they're gonna ask for my autograph, and then I have to give them something cute. I have to make a very cute little signature. I gotta think of my signature already. What are they gonna do? They're gonna ask. I want to do something with a little bacteria. What symptoms would Nicoplasmosis give someone? Are they treatable? It's, maybe you're asymptomatic, but it's not treatable. And so I live inside you forever. But you're highly infectious. Asymptomatic, highly infectious. And I live in, like, your lungs or something. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good night. Sleep tight. I was thinking, like, is it even close to midnight here? No. It's 6 p.m. The lights are still, like... I'm so not used to, like, how summertime just ends up being so bright for so long. Like, I'm surprised my lights haven't turned on yet. The symptoms would be to watch Nico's... Oh, I guess that's true, You want to, like... You can't resist watching me. You have to watch me. We have to do a stream where we properly define what Nicoplasmosis is. We have to define the symptoms, characteristics, diagnosis, differential diagnosis. I don't think that wouldn't even be a disease. It's not that would generally make buildup on the lungs and provoke some idiot. No, it's not. Don't worry. I'm not gonna do buildup. It's like so in like whoa, I'm trying to think of the word. There is like fungus that builds up that live in your lungs, lives in everyone's lungs, called Pneumocystis carinii, and it's just there chilling. You only have a problem with it when you're you're on immunosuppressants, or you lack you have a debilitating immune system problems. So something like that, maybe. Maybe it's a gut bacteria. That would be the most... That's true. Maybe I just live in your gut. You know, the gut microbiome is kind of like the person. That's kind of like the central control system. I've been reading a lot of papers lately on gut microbiomes, and it's just insane how much research, how much interesting research there is on what the gut microbiome controls. I feel like we keep getting more and more information about like just how important the gut microbiome is. There's a lot of... That toxoplasmosis carried by cats and is deadly. That's true. I'm not... Listen, we're trying to make it so I'm not deadly. Infectious but not deadly is the goal here. Yeah, there's a lot to show how the gut microbiome is just kind of incredible, and that's why you should eat your probiotics, people. You should eat your yogurt and your kimchi and your fermented vegetables. But what if I'm the bacteria that's not negative? You know, that's the one case of it not being negative. That reminds me, I bought like a giant tub of kimchi the other day. And it was just so good. It's crazy. It's crazy how good like a fresh kimchi is. I bought it from somebody that made it at home. And my goodness, it is like so delicious. It's like the perfect amount of like sour. You should have posted a picture on your social media. I don't know how exciting a picture of my kimchi would have been. I could have posted. I could still post it. It's more like, it'd be more like symbiosis at that point. The system not recognizing evil as a threat. Therefore, it would be... That's true. I'm required for the survival. Listen, we're brainstorming some good ideas. Good ideas for me. You could have posted and made it probiotic health. That's true. I could still do that. I have so many, like... I could do that. I actually have a bunch of video footage right now of like me talking about different microbes and facts about the different microbes. I just haven't had the time to edit them because editing takes so long. Editing takes so long to do, especially when you're a beginner. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, I have like... I want to say like 10 videos worth of like microbe facts. Is there any bacteria that reproduce sexually? No. Not that I can think of. Because they're prokaryotes. I don't think like... I think that is exclusive to the eukaryotes. There's not really gender expression or sexual expression. No, they don't really have sexual... They're just kind of going through... Yeah, no bacteria genders, unfortunately. So technically, you know, I'm not. I might not be anything. I'm just a blob. I'm just a blob anthropomorphized as a girl. Fungi don't have sexual organs but can reproduce sexually. Oh, that is true. Fungi are fungi. Don't bonk me for that. I thought you were a macrobacteria the size of a human. No, I'm basically like what I picture it is as I'm just many different bacteria, like giant colony. Just imagine me, if you zoom in on me, I'm made up like of many different necoplasms all put together. I feel like this hair is a little stiff, and I'm not a fan. You're like mold fungus then. Yeah, think of me like a mold fungus. I know, I like everyone's, like, whenever I have new viewers, they all have different interpretations of how it works. And I appreciate every single interpretation, because I think it's kind of fun to see. It's a shame you didn't play... You didn't play Resident Evil 7, 8? We could have made mold jokes. Aw, that's a... Unfortunately, those games give me, like, quite a bit of motion sickness. That's also a thing that stops me from playing a lot of games, is I have to be, like... I have to, like... be mindful of what games I play, or else I get really sick. I get sick, like, within the hour. And everyone, whenever I mention this, they're like, oh, there's settings you can change to stop the motion sickness. I'm like, buddy, that you think I'm stupid and don't know how to use a settings menu? Those settings don't work. At least not for me. What people don't realize is motion sickness is pretty, like, individual, case by case. Like, what works for some people works for other, not everyone else. There's an open source game called Thrive. It's basically Spore but more scientific. It's in beta mode. They kind of want to be what Spore wasn't. Oh, interesting. I liked Spore as a kid. I'm gonna have to Google that later. I got a glimpse of salty Nico. Okay, like, it's like you can't think that I, affected by my own physical ailment, don't know how to navigate these problems myself. I understand these people, they're trying to be helpful. I get it, they're trying to be helpful. So I'll never be, like, mean to them. My mother has motion sickness with Minecraft. I have motion sickness with Minecraft too. I cannot play Minecraft. And every time I've played it, people say, oh, it's because of the head bobbing. You should turn off the head bobbing. And it's like, no, it's not the head bobbing. I assure you, it's not the head bobbing the only thing causing me motion sickness. So I don't know if we'll ever play Minecraft on stream because of how motion sick I get. That game gets me, like, that's a fast motion sickness for me. That's because sometimes the motion sickness is sometimes the motion sickness is, like, takes a while to build up. Like, for example, I've been playing Expedition 33, like I said, and that game can give me a bit of motion sickness after, like, like 2 hours because of the motion blur, and so then I'll have to like fix the motion blur, and yeah, and I usually have to like take a break every 2 hours or so. But Minecraft is like it's like a 30 minutes in, I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm really sick. I'm gonna throw up. And one time I played Minecraft with a friend, and we were just having a good old time, and then I was like, I have to go throw up, and then I went to throw up, like, and then that was the end of our Minecraft play session. And then we never played Minecraft again. Is Necoplasm purely eusocial, or can they live independently? Oh, we can live independently. Yeah, my motion sickness is not great. I get really motion sick in cars too. Like if the car ride starts to go past 30 minutes, I'm just gonna start feeling really nauseous. Are you fine with third-person view games? I think that it's really dependent on how much movement there is. Like sometimes the third-person games aren't so bad, but if there's like a lot of times when you have to move the camera all around, like you know, like going all over the place, especially like shooting games, like there's like the third-person shooter games. Like, you know, you have to aim and like move your camera all over the place. Those ones will get me really, really sick. Do you get motion sickness when you're the driver or passenger or both? I don't drive, but when I'm the passenger, I get really sick. I don't drive purely because I don't think I just don't like it, and so I never learned. Yeah, I just use public transit to get everywhere. Obviously, I am in a very fortunate spot that I can like actually use public transit. Sometimes I've lived in places where the public transit is so miserable, but I still persevered. I still get like, I can't really ride buses. Buses are pretty bad with my motion sickness, but like subways, I take the subway primarily. That's not so bad. The public trans, is it a diagnosed thing? I've like gone to a doctor about it because I was worried about like I was even overthinking it. I was like, do I have like some neurological condition? Like, am I like okay? And my doctor didn't seem very worried. Like, doctor at the time did not seem very worried about it. They recommended I can take like over-the-counter medication, stuff like I can't remember the name of it. But there's over-the-counter options. The problem is they just make me sleepy. They make me really sleepy. They do work, but they make me tired. Yeah, Dramamine. Yeah, that one. Dramamine. Dramamine. I've taken them for like, because I wanted to see how it works when I play games. And it works, but I'm really tired. And so it's not very like, it's not a like enjoyable experience, I have to say. I know for some people that doesn't even work. So it's again, motion sickness is so strange. Oh, I was talking about this. I replied to this to somebody. The iPhone, they have an accessibility setting where you can turn on motion cues for when you're in a vehicle. And so what it does is like puts black dots on your screen, and like as the wherever you're like on the vehicle, whatever vehicle you're on, it starts like the black dots start moving and swaying in a way to like mimic that you can see motion when you're looking at your phone, and it surprisingly works really well. I didn't think like the little black dots on my phone would make my brain feel better, but it actually did. I've been using it now when I have to like pull out my phone when I'm on like any kind of vehicle. Does Mycoplasma have a symbiotic interaction with other bacteria or other animals perhaps? You know, I appreciate all your questions, and it's making me realize we need to like flesh this out even further. Maybe we have a day where we like flesh out every aspect of my character lore. And then we make a fake Wikipedia page, or like, of myself. Cause now you've got me thinking. No, I don't want you to apologize. I appreciate every single one of those. In fact, like I'm even going to go through like after stream and like write these questions down. Cause you've given me a good idea. Yeah, no, I really like world building too. You've just made me realize my world building is inadequate. Or more like, not inadequate. That's mean to myself. It's not fleshed out enough. We can flesh it out more. It's intentionally vague. I do want to. One thing I want to do is make a lore building, a lore world. Not lore building, like world. Are these things you fleshed out more about your characters? Yeah, I fleshed out the things about my character. I have a video that I would like to debut in the future when I maybe do like an actual debut stream, because I never did a debut stream. All I did was just randomly start streaming because I figured like why do a debut stream when you're a VTuber who has 0 viewers? So I do have like a character storyboard for how my character came to be, but the world building of what my character means is like the biological aspects of it are definitely not as fleshed out. And your questions are a like good way to understand like where I'm going biologically. Hi, Gren. Oh, you have the debut stream established? I do. I have it like planned out. I have a lot of things planned out, but they're just like I'm a one-man team. So it takes a while to do these things. One day I will officially do it. It just needs to be like you might know what you might be correct on that one. Maybe it is you might have already guessed what kind of stream it is. Yeah, I have a lot of ideas. There's the biggest is that it needs more assets that I need to draw. Show this chat as a sneak peek. Okay, I'll one of these days I'll show it as like a sneak peek. I can show you a little snippet of the storyboards I have and assets. Things just aren't finalized as a. Okay, you'd think I work slow because of how slow I am like drawing, but it's because I'm yapping a lot when I'm doing my art streams. But I can make assets kind of fastish. Yes, you're right. Quality isn't quick. I would not be able to focus on drawing in a stream. You know, when I first did my drawings, like, I only started streaming, like, now it's been, like, now, like, almost 2 months ago. Like, really officially do streams. 2 to 1 months ago. And now, like, I feel like when I started, it was really, really hard to focus on drawing. I was just like, I don't know how to draw and talk to people. But now I think I'm doing a little better. I was also way more worried. I was also really worried about not knowing what to say. But I feel like my brain is, my brain won't shut up, so it's not that. I was over worried. My brain won't shut up, so it's all good. It's all good. You know, my brain might not have any visual pictures showing in it, but there is a lot of words, or the feeling of words, I should say, because I can't see the words either. I don't really hear voices either. Is that a thing? Do people hear voices in their head? I feel like I feel the words that I'm thinking, my thoughts. I feel my thoughts. I don't like hear. I don't hear a voice. You know how all you do? You don't have an. I have like an internal monologue, but it's not like a voice. Like I can hear. Like I feel like I feel words. I just feel a bunch of things. Maybe my brain is like incapable. Can you see words in your head? No, it's like gray. My whole brain is gray. Like when I close my eyes, it's just like grayness. Is that evil Nico talking, trying to get out, or maybe evil Nico expressing good Nico? My brain works purely through feeling. And I think maybe this is why I struggled in school. Like I'm trying to do well and I'm trying to do an exam and I'm just basing my answers like on feeling because I can't remember anything. My brain too big. I can't see stuff with my eyes closed, but I can imagine them in my head. I don't know, our brains so fascinating that like we can even have a dialogue about what's going on in each of our individual brains. I remember we talked about this like last stream even. And I was just thinking like, I can't believe there are just people out there that can rotate things in their brain. And I'm just sitting here going, yeah, apple tastes good, is like the extent of my brain. I'm all gray matter, yeah. You cut me open, I'm just brain. I'm rotating things in my brain right now. See, that's not happening to me. I just can't. I can't do any of this. My brain... Hold on. I need empty space. My brain is like... My brain right now, when I like... This is how it... This is just what it's in my brain. It's not showing. Normal he's only used 3 to 5%. Yeah, I'm at max capacity doing this. But then with this, I can go apple. That's apple. And it tastes goodly. Feel appley. I don't know how to describe how apple feel. But yeah, that's like how my that's like a rough image of like my brain. I can like feel the smoothness of it. Like that's about it. Like I can't really feel like more than that. I can go like, oh, thing feel smooth or thing feel bumpy, thing feel furry in my brain. I can imagine the T-posing. You've never seen the rest of my, you know, since there are new people, I could like go, I can, wait, hold on. Is it gonna move it? Yeah, I can go zoomed out. It's a dress. I have to like, I want to do a 3D model this one of these days. And I have some model updates I need to do in the future. But for now, this is me. Okay, let me go back into the corner. Let me go back into the corner. Oh, hello. Move me back into the corner. The only using small birds is a fault. I think you're just less of a visual person. Yeah, I'm cute. I've gotten compliments on like, they like that it's like a lab dress rather than the standard lab coat. I want to be the cute scientist. I don't know if it's a myth. There's a lot of people in the kernel that's showing it to be quite accurate. I actually don't know about how that. I don't know either if that's a myth or not. I think it is. I usually veer on the side of popular scientific like number like fun fact is likely a myth. Evil scientist model will come out in October. Maybe you'll see an evil Nico, evil bacteria. You'll just have to wait and see. Is your imagination good? Like, you're able to make stuff up on the fly? Yeah. Even though I can't visualize what I'm making up, I can make things up on the fly pretty easily. I just, like, usually can, like, see something and I go, yeah, I've got an idea already cooking. There are studies showing this. Scientifically, people don't use this. We use different parts of the brain at different moments. Using it all at once would hurt a lot. True. I use such a teeny tiny portion of my brain. I can't imagine using more than that. Did it take me to the lo-fi radio? I swear it just auto-plays me into the lo-fi radio. Oh, YouTube. Lo-fi hip-hop beats of 1980s and 90s nostalgic vibes. Okay. I should really make sure it doesn't take me somewhere, because I'm worried one day it's gonna, like, take me to a random video and I'm gonna get jump scared when it's not music. And why would you only use, what would the rest, what would be the... Yeah, exactly. Okay, I think I have, like, most of this line arted. Lin arted. I want to do some, just maybe a bit of coloring, but I'm also kind of hungry. Like, it might be time to wind it down, and then I'll probably work on this off stream, and then I'll post it probably later today if it gets finished, or it might be tomorrow. Yeah, I think we're gonna do a wind down. I typically stream for 2 to 3 hours. Mostly because of my own poor planning, which is I don't eat before stream. And so then I get hungry and then I go, oh, I'm pretty hungry now. That's happening right now. Like I had just a bit of food and then I started streaming and now I'm dying. It's also because I have to cook dinner and then cooking dinner takes some time and blah blah blah. It's so much work. Everything takes so much time. And I have some errands to run still. I need to like pick up some groceries because I won't have a chance to do it tomorrow because I have other responsibilities. Gonna eat anything good tonight? I have pork and vegetables. I think I'm gonna make tonkatsu, which is like the fried pork cutlets. Because I want to use up the panko that I bought. I'm pretty excited. I love a good tonkatsu. With all respect, it's like you're similar to real. They have sensation nerve, but can't really picture stuff in their head because they don't have it. Yeah, I have thought of that too. I gotta go now. My parents are taking me to, unfortunately. Oh, no problem. I mean, we're winding down anyway, so it's fine. And I hope you have a good time. Bye-bye. Thank you for hanging out, Gran. I don't take any offense to being compared to bacteria. I appreciate that. I'm just RPing very, very, very goodly. Goodbye, Gran. Next Nico stream, I have to make the schedule, but because I have to travel next weekend, I probably will be streaming. I'll try to stream Monday. I'm gonna try to stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Maybe do a three day stream week because I'll be gone Thursday to Sunday. Travel far. Then I'll be back. This month is kind of busy for me. I roleplayed so hard. Yeah, I changed my brain just for the RP. You guys ever do that just for the RP? You become your character just for the RP IRL. I think, okay, so for next week's streams, I think we're gonna do a Lunar Legends and art. And we'll see if I want to do maybe more art, maybe a chat. Gonna be a guest speaker as a top researcher at a convention? Maybe. No, not this weekend. Definitely not this weekend. I have conference travel this month that I need to go to. So that's gonna be another weekend where I'm gonna be gone. I'll be sharing pictures of that conference though. I'll treat it like, you know how people like do an anime convention, like they come back from anime cons and they're like, look at all the cool stuff I got. And I'll do that with this conference. I'm gonna be like, look at all the cool things I learned, guys. You know how expensive those conferences are? My work pays for it, but it's like, registrations was like 1.5 grand. It's insane. So sharing is caring. I'll bring back the knowledge to you guys that is fun and interesting and cool. You take pictures of the food you make? Okay. Okay, how about that? I'll take a picture of the food I make today and show, like, definitely not infected, not moldy food. Real life human food. Because I am a real life human. The bacteria needs to be studied. Yeah, they invite me to so many conferences because they need to study me. You're making information public. That's very noble. I mean, a lot of the information, I wish it was much more public than it currently is. It sucks how, like, inaccessible science is. And a lot of the stuff in these conferences is also just inaccessible knowledge-wise. Even if, like, let's say it was accessible, it's hard to understand it if you don't have the background because they're obviously presenting, at least for the one I'm going to, it's a cancer conference, and it's gonna be for, like, it's gonna be for pathologists and other cancer science researchers. But there's good information, and I think it'd be fun to share some of the stuff that I'll get to see. Yeah, they're presenting to their peers. I also want to show you guys just, like, I'm gonna try to take pictures of, like, how insane the amount of money that goes into these conferences are. Because this is, like, the one I'm going to this year it's a really, really big, like, international conference. I'm not trying to say to brag, but I'm just saying it to, like, go, like, they spend a lot of money. Like, a lot of money. It's kind of insane how much money is spent at these places. Anyway, I think it'd be cool to show off, and I'll do that whenever. Pathology is really, really cool. The pathologists I work with, they're so knowledgeable, and they're kind of, like, really, really into it. They're paying me a lot of money. A lot of money, don't worry. They're gonna pay me so much money, you guys. Anyway, I think I'm gonna see if there's anyone I can raid. Since I got so many raids today. Let's see. Have a good night. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, I'm gonna send you guys to another scientist, okay? I hope you guys have a good time. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys, and I'll post the schedule on Twitter and my Discord, and also update my Twitch schedule. So, see you guys then. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.